Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Roleplay. I'm your host Duhad. I'm joined by your GM, Belial.
Hello.
Your player, Kit, aka Colonel the Frog.
Yo.
And your player, Winter.
Edward should be dead by now.
Yeah, but somehow we always manage to make it through. And of course, this is Major 3, The King's Highway, episode whatever the fuck we're on now. It's some huge goddamn number. Anyway.
Big number.
Where last we left our heroes, Belial, do you want to take that little cue and run with it?
The last time we saw our heroes had gotten the watch. They had patched up with shitty, really bad duct tape over Edward's wounds, and they had to get out of Dodge due to the fact that Brandy caught up with them. However, Brandy did end up letting them go. So the group, without a word, decided to drive off to their next destination of DC. So basically spending the rest of their entire morning after this just heading to DC. And now, at this point, the group all settled inside of the car they stole off the highway. Probably should have thought about that. Maybe that's part of the reason why the government found you.
It wasn't stolen.
We bought it.
Or
True.
with someone else's money.
Fair enough. But, yeah. Soon, you're on your way. You're on the outskirts of DC. You're across across the bridge. I can't remember the orientation of DC. But, yeah. This is the land of freedom.
The capital of freedom.
Yeah.
The land of illusion.
Illusions.
Edward, at this moment in time, halfway through this big thing, you kind of look to the people around you in this car, and you just kind of wonder how you ended up here. Next to you is your crush, who is a disabled multi-millionaire who's somehow related to your rival, if you could call it that.
Your rival mentor.
You have your family friends, sort of, sister.
Yeah.
Younger sister who's younger than you, who you and turned out to be a double agent and is now, and ended up being your partner for a few years and is now there with you. Mm-hmm. And then you have, these two people who were strangers just a few weeks ago, or just a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And you're just driving in this in this context. Wonder where it'll lead you. What do?
Edward is probably not going to voice his concerns on the issues that he has with this current situation, as it probably won't be heard too well. And because calling everyone else weird was probably not a good thing to do for your social life. So he's just going to start writing his notes for his next, his next little monologue into...
Or his next movie. No.
Wait, hold
For his
on.
next little
Wait, he writes notes on monologues?
like how Lee said, hey, record everything you can remember about the incident.
Okay.
Yeah, he's writing for that.
Yeah.
That was
We
like,
call that a
wait,
deposition.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
now I'm just imagining someone who does who tries to do big speeches, but they're really not good at on-the-fly stuff, so they prepare a bunch of fill-in-the-blank speeches where they fill in the details as they go. It's like news outlets where they have an article about the celebrity's death, and all they do is fill in the details. because they have a blank seat. It's great. But yes.
Yeah.
So Edward begins frantically, well, not frantically, but scribbling down all of his thoughts on a piece of paper, a notepad, whatever ends up being.
Yeah, his detective journal that all detectives have, clearly.
Yeah. Who's driving? Is it Lee?
Lee.
It always has been before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, you have still a couple of minutes before you enter the big old city and potentially what will be fucking chaotic experience, since this is the biggest, like, it's a midway point.
Yeah, and probably where the people who are trying to hunt me down likely are headquarters.
True.
Okay, so I'm guessing by this map that we're heading up I-95 right now, and they're just about to hit the the 495 loop.
Yes. I'm just gonna say yes.
The 495 loop is the highway that runs around the Washington, D.C. major area.
I know. I'm not big. I don't drive, so I don't know. And I didn't.
There's a map. There's a map in the chat.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're heading up from southwest-ish direction and going.
Yeah, 95.
Washington. Yeah.
As we're doing that, MCA looks back at Edward and says, "How you holding up, Ed?"
I'm holding up as best as anyone in my situation could.
Yeah, you're. You're got all your organs still inside in there.
I lost my appendix, but other than that, yeah.
What?
No, that was an in-character joke.
Okay, I was like, what? Oh, jeez.
All right, fair enough. Well,
if
you want, we could drop you off at a hospital or something.
It'd probably be a good idea to properly remove the one bullet that's still in my back.
Well, I mean, also, you probably could, afford a few weeks of physical therapy and actual surgery.
Yeah, but we don't really have time for that, do we?
Well, hence the whole dropping off, not going with you into the hospital for a quick stay and then, continuing on with you.
I mean, as much as I'd like to stop off at the Smithsonian while he's in there, even I can't spend that much time in a museum.
Yeah, my point being, you sure you want to keep going on this race when it looks like you're kind of on death's doorstep?
I don't have a lot of choices. They'll find me if I stay in the hospital for an extended period of time again.
And trust, they're gonna find you either way. You know that.
Yeah.
This doesn't
Lee
end
points
well.
his thumb back over his shoulder. They just found us back there.
Like, you gotta realize that this is not going to end well for any of us. Like, there's no version of this where we come out of this and ride off into the sunset and go back into anonymity. This is,
I understand that, and I want to have my destiny in my hands.
All right, I'm just saying, no one's gonna say you're a coward if you need to, pull out because of how badly you've been fucked up. But all right, she reaches back and gives you a pat on the back or on the shoulder because in the car. But
Yeah.
All right.
Now use the force to pull the buckle strap.
So, all right,
No.
you got this. You know you best. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay.
That you make your way into actual DC area. With the way that DC is structured, it's a really nice place. It comes off as kind of old and continental-ish in terms of architecture, but it's surprisingly wide and open, unlike, some of the cities you've been in. Then again, as far as I'm aware, everyone in the car has only been to cities that are structured like this. I just realized.
Yeah.
Because Quad City is a wide open one based off of Atlanta, and
Maybe it's a little bit more cosmopolitan.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
Chicago is pretty.
That's a good point. Yeah, Chicago's pretty built up.
True. There you go. Okay, this is not like Chicago. This is closer to what you remember Quad City being before, it fell apart.
Yeah.
Because within Washington, D.C. proper, there is a height limit that you can build up to.
Yeah, true. There is a height limit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're driving down the road, and it's a nice sight. It really is. And you drive further into the city. There's kind of an unsettling lack of traffic in the city. Like, you'd expect there to be way more traffic than there's been. And this is in the middle of the day too. Like,
Lee is
just
going
heading
to
along.
comment on this.
Yeah.
This is utterly wrong.
Yeah, MCA starts like checking the car for like what we actually have weapon wise.
And we're just kind of ducking down, just trying to not get caught for another few moments.
Okay, nation's capital, and there's no traffic going about, and yet we're able to get in. Trap?
Absolutely. Has anyone seen my gun? Because
I haven't had my gun since
RV.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh no.
God damn it. All right. Okay.
I mean, maybe it's not like that. You know, I mean, there's a few people walking around, right?
MCA looks at Fran and says, "Dear, it's always like that. That is what it always is.
Okay.
The question is why it's like that."
You continue driving. Some actual monuments that you recognize from television, are visible. Like it's what's that big park?
Okay, the Washington Mall is what you're thinking of?
I think so.
Yeah. What we'd probably see first would be the Jefferson Memorial, considering that we're coming up past.
True.
We'd see Arlington National Cemetery first.
Yeah, you pass Arlington National Cemetery and what was it?
The Jefferson Memorial will be the next big one that we saw.
Yeah, you see the Jefferson Memorial, and these are nice and all. It's just odd how sparse. There were people there, but it's way less busy.
This place should be swarmed by tourists.
Yeah. There's another thing that comes to mind. Where are the bodies? If this is a major checkpoint, then why are there bodies? You'd expect a lot more conflict to be happening here.
Well, bodies. I'm not surprised that there's not more bodies, because I mean, like, it's fucking Washington D.C. They can fucking haul those things away and will do so. But it's more along the lines of like, why are there not more security? Like, why is there not more security?
Where are the cops?
Yeah. Like, bodies doesn't surprise me. No cops surprises the shit out of me. And like MCA is like getting like real fucking antsy in the passenger seat, just sort of like, flexing her muscles and just sort of like very obviously getting herself ready for a fight.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that wants to see just how close we can get to 1600 Pennsylvania.
Yeah, the tension builds so greatly. The taller buildings, not nearly as tall as you'd think, but they feel kind of claustrophobic as you drive up to, as you continue driving down this one road, and you come to your first actual red light. The rest have been, luckily green, maybe unluckily green, but you come up to your first red light and you stop. The buildings next to you kind of obscuring your view, except for a few, except for National Park or whatever, National Mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the air is just thick with this tension.
Yeah. MCA looks over at Lee and just says, "You ready to slam that pedal to the metal as soon as something goes wrong?"
Yeah, my foot's kind of tense on it right now.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
She looks back and says, "You kids better buckle up back there."
Okay.
Yeah, Edward pulls on it to like make sure it's tight.
Yeah, and MCA reaches over and starts to help tighten Mal's straps.
Mm-hmm.
Keep yourself nice and safe in there, buddy. You don't want to get like if we have to drive somewhere in a hurry. You better be tightly secure.
Yeah. All right. The light turns green, and as Lee, oh, Kit's gone.
Oh.
Kit just disappeared.
As
He'll be
Lee,
back in a second.
As Lee falls asleep at the wheel.
Oh no!
No.
Pressed out the pedal with my mouth.
Insomnia is a bitch, huh?
Yeah.
Where's Lee?
Lee like starts to press down the thing, and then he's distracted by.
He disappears out of
no.
existence. No.
All of his clothes fall to the ground. It's like, what the fuck?
And you see all of the people on this. You realize that
There's just like
that
clothes
it
everywhere.
was just a rapture. Yeah, it was just a rapture.
Like, oh my god.
And there's a giant picture of Jesus over the horizon. He goes, "Hello, my children, you degenerate
No,
scum."
no. It's not Jesus. It's a picture of Jesus.
Yeah, it's a picture of Jesus, like a
JPEG of Jesus just floats over the top of it.
And it's wiggling as he speaks. And he goes, "Hello, my children. You are all filthy degenerates. Those of you who did not."
You clearly don't know shit about the rapture. Like,
You clearly didn't have.
no, what happens first is the UN. The UN gets taken over by Satan.
Huh? Oh god. Where the hecky is Kit Boy?
I don't know. Keep going anyway. We'll have him like run as an NPC until such time. Wait, hold on.
Oh, he's typing in the chat.
He's typing a thing. He's
Says his
still
computer
typing.
died.
This is an on-air live report on the situation with Kit.
Oh no,
He's
Kit,
still
you
typing.
set your computer on fire? Why would you do that? Oh no.
Oh, his internet just crapped out. Oh shit.
Oh, I can't believe he set fire to his own internet.
Oh god, why do you pour gasoline all over his internet box?
Oh no, it's a protest against us running the game. You didn't want us to run the game. This is a protest. Oh, well, kids at home.
Hello, kids at home. Be aware, we're having some technical difficulties, but we're trying to resolve them as quickly as possible.
Yes.
More on this report as it comes in.
So anyway, I'm going to describe a bit.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Lee pushes forward, and as you speed forward, a car suddenly rushes past, like a fairly nice, moderately priced car, just speeds past. Like you didn't even see it coming around the corner due to the buildings. I'm gonna have to.
Son of a bitch, they're godfathering us.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, you have to roll a thing. You have to roll a driving roll. Come on.
Take 4 to 6s.
Take 4 6s.
And then
roll tape.
roll them. Roll them dice, and I think his fancy boy skill is at like a 6 or something, some fucking absurd number.
I'm not sure.
There's it's like a 5 because he's leveled up once and started at like a 4. Or no wait, sorry, 3 2 2 1 1 0. So it's now it's a 4.
Yes, it is a 4.
Yeah.
This big old flashy flash
Yeah.
thing. Though I would argue that it would be more of a
Quick.
a quick.
Yeah,
Well then roll quick
probably.
instead.
All right. Alright, we'll see. Let's see. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. That's pretty bad.
No.
That's pretty bad.
God damn it.
Oh god.
Mr.
Really
Boom.
bad. I rolled 2 1s and 2 2s.
Oh no.
It's all negatives. It's all negatives.
It's all bad.
No.
Oh gee. Oh, that's
Oh,
not
fuck.
gonna end well for
Okay,
us.
okay, so that's a -2 roll, unless he has. Does he?
No, he doesn't have any stunts for this.
He doesn't have any stunts for it.
He doesn't have any stunts for quickly driving.
True.
I'm fucking
True.
positive with this.
Okay, so so without noticing, he swerves into the other lane, trying to
Avoid the first car.
Avoid the first car. But what he didn't notice was the truck behind it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This very slow motion scene of like
Yeah.
everybody reacting. It's
Yeah.
the truck fucking bears down them.
Yeah, this truck smashes into your car, and I have to roll damage here.
Yeah.
Oh my! What the fuck? Why did I roll so well on this one?
Fuck you!
I don't.
Roll better
What
on the
the
first
fuck?
one, not on the
I
second
rolled
one.
really good on this one. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a neutral, and that's 2 positive. Or 3 positives, sorry.
No. I was about to say 2 positives isn't that bad, and then you said 3. And,
Oh, okay, Jesus.
Mr. Boom.
Okay, you all take 6 stress.
Oh shit. Oh god, that's like
You all
a,
take 6
it's
stress.
like a fucking moderate consequence or something.
that's
I-
either a severe or a moderate and 2 stress.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking do it.
Okay, well,
I'm opening all of the characters real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna take the moderate consequence car crashed.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems to be working.
Hey, also.
hey,
I had
What
to
did I
roll-
miss?
a lot.
I had to roll for you for a driving thing, and I completely fucked the roll. I'm so sorry. It's all negatives. So
Okay, just bring me up to speed on what happened.
So,
okay, so I did this big thing where you, as soon as you put down the gas pedal and Lee sped forward, a car sped past, and Lee completely flopped on a quick driving roll
to avoid it.
and ended up missing the first car, but gets hit by a truck.
Oh,
behind.
lovely.
So now everyone takes 6 stress.
Oh,
As
lovely.
the car is fucking jackknifed.
just
Right.
completely slammed in the side by a fucking.
So was that like a moderate consequence and a mild consequence?
It's either that or
if you're
2
taking
stress.
consequences, yes, or you can fill up your entire stress bar.
Yeah, I don't want to
Oh, yeah.
die, so I'm going to just go with the moderate consequence and the mild consequence.
Yeah. I just went with moderate and 2 points.
Oh, computer.
I'm gonna name my moderate consequence Shake, Rattle, and Roll My Bones.
Okay. Yeah, my mild consequence
Should've
is
called
scraped and
Conquer.
scratched, and my moderate is car crashed. So, MSK is currently fucking like dazed and confused due to having been smashed up. Like it's like badly shaken due to the car crash, and is pretty badly fucking scraped up.
I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call Fran's mild consequence shaken, not stirred.
Actually,
Pretty good one.
yeah.
What about you, Lee?
I'm thinking, considering that I didn't get to roll for this one, and how did we get hit?
Jackknifed by a fucking truck.
Yeah,
Okie dokie.
Fucking
from
sent me.
the right side.
Oh, right side.
Yeah.
Well, That's technically better for me.
True. None is good for everyone else. Except for...
But by the way, it's such a shame, but I think Malvolio's seat bottle was kind of weak for some reason, a little frayed up.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I have a
Are you saying that it's sabotaged?
he might have been sabotaged slightly.
I have a compel to offer on that one, by the way. Trouble. Physically, he's got the physically weak trouble.
Oh my fucking god! You really hate him.
Oh, I'm sorry, but if there is a time when a car crash is there is a time when he's going to take extra injury because of physical consequences like this, it's gonna be a goddamn car crash.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah. This kid might just be dead.
I don't think he'll die, but he's
No.
probably going to get a severe...
Yeah, he's probably going to have to take a severe consequence to buy this one off.
That's kind of what I'm implying here, that he is minimum taking a severe and a moderate.
Oh my gosh. What would a severe even be? Would it be just completely fucked?
Broken body.
You know what? We can, run this one based as a further thing. Severed spine. He is literally paralyzed now.
Oof.
That works.
Jeez. And then the moderate one I'm going to do car crashed.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Lee, I think what I'm going to do is take a mild and 4 stress. Yeah. So filling up the 1 and the 3 box.
Yeah. Well, real quick, I just want to be I want to kind of throw a suggestion in here real quick. I would suggest calling his severe one just broken, but leave it somewhat ambiguous as to exactly the nature of the injury. So if such when zombie gets back, we can treat it for now that's a severed spine. But if he comes back and is like, actually, I'd be much more comfortable if it was like a concussion or something. We can alter it to be that.
Yeah.
True.
The point though is that it's a severe. It's one of those ones that would last so long as this is
essentially permanent.
Yeah. Regardless.
Yes.
So all of you
okay, so Lee is going to be banged up for his mild and then 4 stress on the tracker.
Okay.
Alright. Cool. Alright, so you get completely slammed by this truck. This truck is huge. And and it just fucking tumbles the car. All of you get smashed out, disoriented, and this was so forceful that it just tore the roof off of this thing. This car is undrivable at this point.
Yeah, I'm just imagining this like a TV show thing, essentially there's the shot of the car slamming into the thing, goes black. Second later, loud ringing sound, close up of MCA with her face pressed against the asphalt, slowly pushing herself up, surrounded by broken glass, bits of metal, some fires here and there. Just looking around, clearly
just trying to push all the metal. Everyone's trying to push the metal off of people. Yeah.
The shot behind
so much worse when it isn't a prepared stunt.
Yeah, you see behind you is the car speeding off in the distance, and you get a good shot at the truck. And this is an Aussie Wood crew member truck, the type of thing that drives around carrying the truck. What? How far is it?
How far is it away from us?
Not far. It just crashed into you.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it was worse for us than it was for them, but that's still not going to be pleasant for a truck.
There are people from that truck, seemingly who were on top of it, strewn about the place. They seem to have had a easier time with you, but geez.
Yeah. I think we should make a citizen's arrest and just pull out the nuts of the wheel.
The nuts? What do you mean?
Oh, he wants to take the wheels off of the truck.
Pretty much.
You say that, but you hear sirens in the distance.
This day is going to go from so much worse, if bad, to so much worse.
And the cars pull up. They are the black suits trucks.
Yeah.
And out of it files the usual company.
Oh no!
The usual company being Brandel, yeah, no, Brandy, Brandy Azel, and what is it? I have it literally in front of me. I should probably read that. It's probably a good idea. Carla and Stefan. So the big old swole group.
Yeah.
And Azel with the holds open his finger guns and he goes, "Hands up, all of you."
I'm not sure if I can.
Yeah. Like NCA raises one arm and the other one kind of keeps dangling.
And we're kind of halfway up, like they're resting on his shoulders.
Yeah. Lee
is laying on the asphalt with hands just kind of raised above him.
Either luckily or I guess unluckily, the way that the sun is positioned in the sky means that the buildings cover it, put this part of the road in shadow.
Oh, God damn it.
And you're standing in front of the wheel, right? Right, Ed? Of this tour truck, whatever you would want to call it.
Yeah.
The door smashes open. Roll me a dodge real quick. Or whatever. Describe me the defensive action that you would take to a door slamming open.
He's going to just try to he's just going to try to touch it with his hand and use his stand to hold it.
So he's going to be forceful and try and...
Forceful.
Yes.
Alright, you roll me forceful.
And you can, of course, use one of the consequences he's taken to make this more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my dice just might screw me for it.
I'm going to use... which one is it?
Only any of his consequences.
You get minor one.
You get...
mild.
The one that I just took from the injury, I only took a moderate because I took that into stress.
Oh, okay.
So I think the moderate you get like 2 free compels.
Shake, rattle, and roll my bones.
Yeah. Okay, your rattled bones. Give me. I'm going to compel that one.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Essentially, you get a free. You get, I think, like 2 free compels on a moderate, so you don't actually have to give him a drama point for using it against him.
Sure. Yeah. So there you go.
And I have to take it. So is that how much of a penalty is that?
Basically, it's like a -2 on the final result.
Okay, so a net 0.
So it's like a comedy scene. It's like he's like standing up, like holds his hands up, and then this big metal door slams down and smashes him on the ground.
Yeah, I rolled 3 negatives.
Well, I actually rolled a kind of piss poor on this, actually.
Well, this is
fun. Wait, what was your total? It was net 0? Okay, yeah, no, this okay. You did 3 stress.
God.
Well, that fills up that slot. Everyone's gonna die of minor injuries he sustains along the way.
Yeah, so what are you up to now? Is that severe?
No, it's just filling the 3 stress box.
Fire.
So pretty much I only have the 1 stress box, the 2 consequence, and the 6 consequence.
Yeah. He took up a moderate and 2 stress, and then because of this, he now has to fill up a mild, I believe.
No,
it's this. I just
don't understand stress.
Okay, so the way it is the it's not that you have to take the mild. It's basically mild, moderate, and severe are ways of removing stress that otherwise would be building up towards you getting taken out altogether. So it's essentially like a way. Think of the consequences not so much as your health bar and more as like armor. Like you're taking a bad thing to actually take some of the damage off of you.
Yeah.
What I would call it is it's your critical health bar.
Yeah.
You can dip into it early, but it allows you to take larger chunks of it than the stress boxes do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. Okay, what do each of the stress?
I am fucked
represent?
up.
How much points?
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so there's 6 stress, but it must be divided among those 3 boxes.
And since I took 3 stress, I can fill the 3rd stress box and that's that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're
But
fucked.
still,
And now, if he takes 2 stress, he will take a consequence.
Yeah.
Yes. If I take anything above 1, I take a consequence.
Regardless, Edward tries to defend himself against the door slamming open, but this feels like superhuman strength, something that doesn't feel that, and it probably doesn't help that you just were in a severe car crash.
Yeah.
The door slams open, it dents against your your arm, and it hurts real fucking bad. And out of it, everyone else can see her a bit more clearly because they were just hit by a thing.
Yeah.
But three figures, the three figures cloaked in clothing, each iconically their own. So is it something that you can recognize from several movies?
Ooh, which one's wearing the baseball cap? Iconic.
God damn it.
God damn it. Now I know what you mean.
Screw you, Ubisoft.
Based on their garbing and the fact that they're vampires, and how many of you are big old fans of Ozzywood films?
Like
Ozzywood Media.
well, I mean,
I don't think that there's really a way to ignore them at this point.
yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody knows who these guys are.
Regardless,
Yeah.
what you see is the clothing of 3 well-known actors from Ozzywood, and the largest of which gets up and he goes, "So you're going to fucking kill us?"
And MCA pauses, then starts like punching her useless, dislocated arm back into place.
And you recognize his voice as Melchior Bart, the the Ozzywood drama actor from well-known films such as fuck.
I don't know the actor you're parodying, so I don't know.
Such as the New Zealand the New Zealand story where they were trying to gain independence from Britain. In Courage Break.
Oh god damn it! Oh fuck!
Oh, lovely! It's the Golden Sheep bundler.
Oh god!
Yeah. Edward just kind of raises his hand for a second as if he was going to speak, and then just kind of drops.
Oh god, this guy. MCA starts punching her dislocated arm even harder.
Just so you know, that car crash didn't even fucking hurt. And then the other two, presumably based off of elimination of people. The other two are likely Clarice Nurture, who is a horror actress from Silence of the Sheep.
Quiet of the Sheep.
Yeah, Quiet of the Sheep, and Haley Gray from the hit thriller film the seventh sentence.
God.
All of which are standing before you. This scene are, one person's, slammed against by a truck door. The rest of the party are strewn about, recovering from this car crash.
Malvolio is draped unconscious over a road barrier.
Yeah. Like his back is like he's laying against like a piece of metal as if
Yeah, I'm just imagining him like literally like draped like halfway over this like road barrier, so it's just like you can see his legs and his butt.
He's like an angelic figure. No, he's like the one dream where the demon's sitting on the lady who's half fallen off the bed.
Okay,
that one.
Yeah, I was thinking like the thing is I'm not even thinking that I'm not thinking that dignified. I'm thinking of him like literally being like the classic comedy pose of like his upper body is like just draped over the other side, and all we're seeing is his butt and his legs kind of draped over the side closer to us.
Basically the whole party looks like this.
Oh no.
But regardless, the scene is these three, famous actors draped in thick clothing are standing in the middle of the street, facing the suits, who are all pointing imaginary guns at them.
Pew, pew,
while
pew,
the rest
pew.
of the party is trying to get their bearings. And,
It says something that this might not be the most ridiculous thing that's happened to me this week.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Azel speaks up as the rest of the suits move to more advantageous, strategic positions. All of you are under arrest.
MCA quietly continues punching her arm.
Put your hands in the air.
Lee's hands go from being flat on the ground to just, like, flipped up.
Sighs and raises.
And returns his hands back to his shoulders. Just weakly.
And so all of you are putting your arms up, or at least showing,
Well,
As much as we can.
currently functional arms.
Yeah. The actors aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Azel repeats this command: "Put your arms up, or we are forced to shoot."
And she starts slowly backing away so that she's no longer directly in the line of fire between the suits and the actors.
I assume that they're pointing pretty much at the actors right now, yeah?
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I'm actually going to pull something.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so using the now expanded knowledge of the method, I am going to, for the first time, activate wire work.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use the method with all the tension that is building up right now to place a scene aspect.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and roll this sucker. Not bad. Actually, really goddamn good. Okay, so this is creating an advantage. It's a +7.
Oh, okay.
Oh my fuck.
The scene advantage is it just goes click. What Lee has done is taken the metaphysical aspect of gun from the entire area. Anything that is in any way conceivable a gun will not work. Also, Lee is now transforming into the martial arts style of gun.
Get morphing?
Jesus Christ. That's good shit.
That's really good shit. Fuck.
So yeah, when he tries to fire those little invisible guns, even though they're not real guns, they're still conceptually based on the idea of gun.
Yeah.
They will not work.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
As will, any actual guns that show up in here.
Yeah, fair enough.
They just go clicky clicky.
Fair enough. So,
Same flag.
You created that aspect. Because of how good that was, I believe it agreed if you get up to a certain thing, you get, like...
Yeah, I've got some free tags on it at this point.
Yeah, you have free tags on it. I imagine 2 free tags?
I'll need to check the rules. I will get back to you in just a second.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Regardless.
The tag sounds right, yes.
Yeah, regardless, the Azel repeats his command one last time in what it seems to be an imaginary megaphone. And Melchior, comes forward with his arms stretched out and he goes, "What you're going to do? Shoot me?" And then Azel shouts, "Fire!" and you just hear clicking noises. You see a squad of federal agents
pointing their fingers,
pointing their imaginary guns while clicking noises happen at the actors.
Yeah, they mentioned like not even clicking noises, just literally just like you see them staying there silently, and nothing continues to happen.
Yeah,
it's like
you just don't hear anything, and they're like, "What?"
Lee rises to his feet, cracks his knuckles, and instead of cracks, you hear the sound of a shotgun racking.
Oh my god!
Hey, MCA, remember when I said no special effects?
She finally gets her other arm working and goes, "Yeah?"
That was kind of a lie. I told you I punched things. I told you I kicked things. I didn't say entirely how I did it.
Why don't you give me a demonstration?
Is this a Marvel movie?
That depends. I'm not going to attack federal agents for nothing. And while those people are obviously extremely overrated and can't seem to block a fight scene to save their pasty little lives, that was an accident. This can all go just the other way if they would want.
All right, you have fun with that. She just charges directly at the actors.
Are you going to... all right, everyone roll initiative. Oh wait, it's based on quick,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I was about to say.
Okay. What's everyone's quick? Write them in.
It's at the bottom.
Right,
It's at the bottom of the...
Right, everyone's quick. I don't want to go through the effort of having to do all this.
Alright, there.
No, gone.
I think Malvolio doesn't count. It wouldn't really be in this fight at all anyway.
Oh,
due to the fact
no,
that it's
yeah,
currently
definitely.
dead.
I just copied pastas.
Copy pasta?
Copy
Copy?
Pasta macaroni. Sweet and
Pasta. Pasta Peppa. Peppa Pig. No. Jeez.
Why is
I'm so
this-
sorry. Okay, so initiative.
Yes.
Are you literally just gonna go?
Oh yeah. I'm typing all this down. This is gonna be fun.
So, by the way, I can't play it for the people at home, but just for the people in the call, this is the theme song of the theme of this fight.
What is that?
It's a song.
Clench.
It's the one that was for people at home. The song used in the trailer for Left 4 Dead 2.
Nice.
So you can go look that one up and play it on your own end. So because YouTube isn't going to flag not gonna flag your viewing experience for that.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows at this point? But anyway,
Might have figured it out. They might have figured that out.
They might have.
Anyway.
Maybe they have.
But
They have done it. Oh no. But yeah, I'm still typing out.
Yeah,
the,
I know. We're just trying to fill dead air while
stuff.
it's.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're. So basically, like, just scene setting wise, Lee is cocking his fists, preparing to like pick out which group of people he's going to punch. MCA having no such uncertainty about who she wants to punch in the goddamn face, is starting directly at the vampires. What is Edward doing in like this frozen moment as everybody starts to act but doesn't actually do their first action yet?
Yeah. Edward has a brilliant idea of getting some revenge for a door slamming into him. Having a door slam into them.
He's gonna slam a door into a vampire, you guys. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Alright, so the turn order is going to be Haley Gray first, Clarice, Melchior, Carla and Brandy second, Lee and Stefan third, then Fran, Ed, and Azel, and then MCA.
So MCA starts off this fight and is going to go last.
Yes.
Yes. Basically, the way I'm saying this is that she starts running, but she's still suffering from a concussion, and so she's kind of wobbling back and forth as she runs.
Hobbling.
Like literally, like wobbling, like
just hobbling there.
Like she's running, but like she's so like her center of balance is so off. She's actually kind of weaving back and forth as she runs.
My God. Okay, so Haley is the first one. As you know, she's the thriller actress from, she's the thriller actress from the 7 Sentences. And you see her basically do what MCA has done, and flash step. Just suddenly disappear and reappear right in front of. I have to assign everyone a thing, don't I?
Right in front of Ed, just kills. No.
Okay, we'll do this. Okay, it's one of them. So. Okay, Brandy. And attacks Brandy.
Wait, okay. Fair enough.
Yes. 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 And tries to quickly catch Brandy off guard with a swipe. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it, everyone.
Well, it would be contested, so it would be her.
I just rolled absurdly well. Yeah.
So it's her versus Brandy, and Brandy's going to try and dodge quickly because that's her shtick.
I get a +4 on this roll.
Jesus. All right,
I meant 3 6s and a 5. I don't understand why this is so.
God. Okay, so hold on. I don't have Brandy's sheet, so I imagine there's something in there about dodging using quick with her stand.
Yes.
So
yes,
hold on. That's
I have a big old sheet with all this stuff.
That's a mediocre roll.
When dodging quickly with her muse, Brandy gets a +2.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of +1, +3, it's 4, +2 is 6.
Yeah, she's getting hit.
Yeah, so
this was a 9.
Yeah,
so she gets.
The important thing, important thing is that you still roll because fate determines it based on the difference. So so she takes 3 stress.
Yeah.
Which she'll take a minor consequence for that.
Makes sense.
Minor consequence +1 stress.
Okay, so minor consequence and one stress point, and then minor consequence is sucker punched because she got kind of taken off guard in the first round of combat.
Yeah, makes sense. She gets sucker punched. Not very effective for an undead being, but she was successfully able to dodge, taking most of the most of the force of it. But this thing is fucking crazy, how fast this shit is, and and with that we're going to move on to Clarice.
The Force. Yeah.
Yeah. So Clarice is.
Be right back. Hold on just a second. You go on without me. Just.
Yeah. Clarice is going to use her once per session, always armed.
No.
Which, even though, which is kind of funny, because
it clicks.
It just goes click.
Yeah, which makes it just go click. So she aims at let's say just one of you, ends up trying to fire, but due to the fact that the other thing contests it and prevents it from working, it clicks. Which can probably be the immediate thing in everyone's brain of, oh, guns won't work here. Yeah. So now it's Melchior, the big swole boy, who's going to immediately run towards Azel because Azel's, the one.
The big cop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so he's going to use Forceful to pick up some of the rubble from the smashed up car, your guys' car, and throw it at Azel. So, here we go. That was not a very good roll, but again, these are basically like Adonis, like super beings, so, fair, right? Negative 1 was 4. 9, that's another 1. Okay, that's technically a 5. Oh god. Oh god, I made too strong of enemies, everyone. I'm sorry. It's time to get around
it. It's fine.
Yeah. Holy
They're
shit,
fighting
why am I
each other
rolling so
mostly.
good? I got another +4. I got another +4.
Oh my god.
All of these good
Can
rolls
I
are
take your luck?
Can you take their luck? Can you steal it? I don't know.
As Winter, can I steal Belial's luck?
Yeah,
That's what I want.
So, Azel waits until the very last minute before he looks away and raises up his hand and like does this weird thing as if he's putting up a film, like a poster, like a curtain over something, and the rubble smashes into it, but just completely just crumples against it. It doesn't hurt him at all. It's as if he just sent up a nigh impenetrable barrier in front of him that's very small in surface area, but still, able to protect against that. All right, and then the next one is going to be Carla and Brandy, so I'm just going to roll for both of them because whatever. And
Brandy would actually not really be attacking at this moment.
True, fair enough.
Yeah. She would at this point actually be going to assist Azel, so I think on her turn she'd actually be creating an aspect for him that is bodyguard, which essentially would give him a bonus to defense because she's essentially covering his back.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yes. Yeah. Carla is going to hold her action because I don't want to roll all these things before actually getting to a player. And then Brandy is what?
Brandy's going to use Forceful to create an aspect that is essentially protecting her boss.
Okay, makes sense.
Wow, that's... What's her Forceful?
Forceful is +2.
So that's a 2 total.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, 2. That's what I'm telling you. The total is 2.
Okay, total is 2.
Yeah.
So didn't really succeed.
Well,
now,
I think 2.
No, that's a succeed to go ahead and create an aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have a stun in something and you're not totally shit at it, you're probably more often than not going to succeed, just not with any sort of grace.
Okay.
So basically, he'll get 1 use out of this as a free.
What is it called again?
Bodyguard, and basically
Bodyguard.
The aspect is called Bodyguard, and it's specifically for Azel's use as a defensive action.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, sounds good. All right. So we'll do that. We're going to get to Lee. Finally, a player. I'm so sorry, everyone. This rolly garbage. We've been
I'm
doing
sorry, our party is slow.
It's fine. We're wasting more time by talking about how.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
Lee, what are you going to
Okay,
do with
so
your gun
none
powers?
of the party's actually been attacked yet, right?
No, they have not. The only one of the people did target it. Clarice did target you, but she did realize that her gun won't work.
Right. Who was she actually pointing that at?
Say you.
Okay. Then yeah, Lee is going to attack. Okay, so I will be using the stunt machine gun punch, because of course. So Lee starts doing essentially what looks like a Kenshiro impression, yeah? But with each punch, you hear a loud bang, and an explicitly supernatural attack is fired from each one of these. This is just like rapid barrage straight at her. And before Lee, goes ahead and goes into this, he goes, "Mine works."
Okay, roll. I'm going to give you a negative due to your mild due to your.
So you're going to use one.
So you're going to go ahead and use the free invoke on my mild consequence to slow me on this one?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is to Clarice, correct?
Yes, against Clarice. Okay.
I imagine she would have. Oh God, I rolled terribly. I imagine she would have to roll a quick to avoid this, right?
Well, I mean, if she's going to be, up enough to go, oh, hey, this actually works against me. Because essentially she's just seeing a dude punching in the air in front of her, and then she suddenly starts to get hit.
Well, here's okay. To be fair, she sees someone throwing punches at her. She would understand enough to start to try.
Oh, he's way out of range.
She also uses an
another
invisible
one
gun.
of the stunts. Reach out and touch someone.
No. Clarice is one of the actors.
Okay, yeah. Well, she's a vampire again. I think
she's a vampire. Yeah, she's gonna soak it because even if it is a gun, then
okay. So forceful.
Yes, which is ironically her best stat.
Huh. Okay.
Even though I rolled terribly, so that's fine.
Okie doke. So let's see. It's going to be a. You said you're invoking on me, so there's a -2 on it. That comes out there. Okay, so +5.
Okay, she takes 2 stress. So what happens when you're punching the air and the bangs happen?
Again, there's bangs, and then suddenly on her appears, and again, this is an explicitly supernatural effect, not an actual gun, but like bullet impacts start happening on her.
Yeah. Being that this is something that you're new with the power, and you're just pointing this thing in their direction. Do you feel like you've hit most of the shots, but she seems fairly not too affected by it at all. Like it's almost like she's regenerating fast enough to where it's almost she doesn't really take that much damage. You can see bullet holes, but she doesn't seem phased too much by it.
If that don't work, I'm going to use more gun.
That's how it do. By the way, we're also past
the line was there.
We're also past an hour, so we should take a very short break here. I wanted to wait until after Lee had a chance to go, so there was at least one player action before the break. But now we should take a quick break. So we'll be right back with the continuation of the first round of combat.